But first tonight, the big political story. It's perhaps a unique woman outreach. Priyanka Gandhi Vadra in poll-bound Uttar Pradesh, a state traditionally dominated by male politicians, announced today that the Congress will give 40% of its tickets in the forthcoming UP elections to women. Remember, the Congress is struggling in Uttar Pradesh to revive itself after 3 decades of being out of power. So has Priyanka Gandhi Vadra, as the General Secretary of Uttar Pradesh, given a potential game changer, or is this a desperate attempt by the Congress to revive itself? Either way, 40% tickets for women suggest that politics today has a clear gender dimension. It's our top story tonight.
Every political party panders to the woman vote, in SOPs, in incentives, in poll promises, but never in political representation. The woman vote bank in every election, always the kingmaker, never the king. But in the tectonic election of Uttar Pradesh 2022, the Congress party has chosen to ink its revival roadmap through the most unpredictable constituency, women, by making an unprecedented political announcement.
आने वाले विधानसभा चुनाव में उत्तर प्रदेश में कांग्रेस पार्टी 40% टिकट महिलाओं को देगी। हमारी प्रतिज्ञा है कि महिलाएं उत्तर प्रदेश की राजनीति में पूरी तरह से भागीदार होंगी।
Betting big on the woman vote, the Congress hopes to set the poll agenda in a state where elections are fought on the metrics of religion and caste. So is the Congress looking to break the mold, or is a desperate party facing an existential crisis looking to stay relevant?
एक इनकलाब आया है जो कभी नहीं समझता होगा कि मुझे ये मौका मिल सकता है, मुझे भी ये अधिकार मिल सकता है, उसको ये अधिकार मिलेगा। आज ये इनकलाबी कदम लिया गया है। अब जब भी इनकलाब आता है तो उथल पुथल होती है और उसमें टूट फूट होती है, उसके बाद नया निर्माण होता है।
एक बात समझना चाहिए कि ये जो परिवार के घोंसले और पप्पू के चोचलों में सिमटी और सिकुड़ी हुई पार्टी है, उसको एक बात समझना चाहिए कि इस तरह की ठिठोलियों से, इस तरह के जो है पॉलिटिकल रंगोलियों से जो है वो उत्तर प्रदेश के लोगों को प्रभावित नहीं कर सकते।
In politics, the inequity of distribution of power is stark. Women comprise 50% of voters, but women are just 10% of the candidates in any state going to polls. Women representation, even in the current 17th Lok Sabha, is just 14.4%. Women representation in political parties is abysmal as well. Look at the Congress itself. In the CWC, the Congress Working Committee, CWC has 20 members, including the President, but just 3 women: Sonia Gandhi, Priyanka Gandhi, Ambika Soni. Political parties have realized the power of the woman vote. It's crucial, it's unpredictable, it has been the X factor in most recent elections. 40% tickets reserved for women in UP by Congress is historic. But the question is this a gimmick to push flagging political fortunes, or will this be a game changer? Bureau Report, India Today.
So is this a last-ditch gamble by the Congress in Uttar Pradesh, or could this be a potential game changer? What explains Priyanka Gandhi Vadra's UP woman pitch? Is the woman vote the silent deciding factor increasingly in Indian elections? Will the woman voter actually shift to the Congress? Will Priyanka Gandhi Vadra actually become the chief ministerial face of the Congress? Just some of the questions that we are going to raise tonight. I'm joined by Supriya Shrined, the Congress's spokesperson, also herself from Uttar Pradesh. I'm joined by Anila Singh, the BJP spokesperson from UP, Juhi Singh, Samajwadi Party spokesperson. Sanjay Kumar, cephalogist with CSDS, will tell us whether the woman vote matters or not in election. But first to you, Supriya Shrined, since the Congress has thrown this gambit in this UP elections, is this purely an attempt to get into the conversation, create some buzz? Because the truth is that you have not in any other state of this country given more than 15% seats to women. In most states, you give less than 10% tickets. In your own CWC, just 3 women members are there. So it appears to me that suddenly Uttar Pradesh, low-risk state, you are trying to create the impression that you are a gender-friendly party. When the reality is, why don't you do it across the country? Why only in UP now?
So there has to be a beginning that one has to make somewhere, and I think that beginning has to be more than welcome, because this beginning is not just about one section or one caste or one religion. This is about half of India's population. This is about women. We've got to bring more women in, and the easiest way to do that is to ensure they have a definite number of tickets. And I'm not saying all of these women will win. Some of them will lose, some of them will win, but they will all become leaders. It is about getting women in mainstream politics. To your question on whether we should do it in the rest of the country, absolutely we should. But this decision has been taken by Priyanka Gandhi, who is General Secretary in charge of the Congress for Uttar Pradesh. And she can take a decision for Uttar Pradesh. But I'm absolutely certain, with the kind of response one has seen, with the kind of encouraging words one has seen from our leaders across the board, I am hoping and presuming and keeping my fingers crossed that they will be inspired and they will do it for other states as well. She can take a decision for UP, and I'm glad she's taken this decision. This decision should actually be welcomed by people irrespective of political ideologies. But whatever your political ideology may be, who can find fault with the fact there need to be more women in politics?
But the fact is that for over 2 decades, the 33% women reservation bill has been pending in Parliament. The Congress has ruled this country for 10 of those 20 years. You didn't attempt to try and push through this bill of 33% reservation. You haven't given more than 10% tickets in any of the other states. But suddenly, 3 months before UP elections, Congress realizes there's a woman vote. We need to have more empowerment for women. You give 40%. That's the cynical view. The cynical view will be the Congress is doing this because you are desperate in UP. You don't have a caste or community representation. Let's try the women vote.
Please understand the importance of doing this in Uttar Pradesh. Uttar Pradesh constitutes 1/6 of India's population. We are taking a leap of faith in a state as important as Uttar Pradesh, and we all know its political relevance in Indian politics. So please don't dismiss this as political gimmick. However, to the question that you asked earlier on, the women's reservation bill, it's a great question. Guess who got it passed in the Rajya Sabha, the UPA? Yes, and I put my hand up and say we could not pass it in the Lok Sabha because the men would not allow it to go through and we did not have the numbers. But the BJP, which has made it a poll promise in 2014 in its election manifesto and in 2019, has stayed absolutely mum on the women's reservation bill, despite the fact that both Mrs. Gandhi and Rahul ji have written and given their unconditional support to this bill. Why does the BJP not talk about it? And I will only say one thing. I think Priyanka Gandhi has taken a leap of faith. I think she has walked the talk. It's time for the others to do so as well. आप भी तो कर दिखाइए. आपकी बड़ी सशक्त भूमि है. आप क्यों भाग रहे हैं 40% से? आप 30% दिखाइए. मैं भाजपा से पूछती हूँ ये.
Anila Singh, BJP also gives barely 10%, even less of its seats to women. In fact, Uttar Pradesh Assembly today has barely about 40 odd women MLAs in a 405-member assembly. The fact is the BJP, which claims before every election कि हम महिला सशक्तिकरण चाहते हैं, women's empowerment, you have not empowered any woman. There's not a single woman chief minister at the moment of the BJP. The only woman chief minister, in fact, across 29 states is Mamata Banerjee in West Bengal. Do you agree that Priyanka Gandhi Vadra has at least made a stab at trying to ensure that women get empowered? You should be celebrating this moment.
Rajdeep, this is simply an eyewash. I can say it's a political gimmick, nothing more than that. Because the elections in Uttar Pradesh are around the corner, and Ms. Vadra knows very well that Congress party doesn't have any vote bank here. So she thought that okay, ये चाल भी खेल कर देख लेते हैं. चलनी तो है नहीं, पर चल लेते हैं. So that
पर अच्छी चाल है ना. आप महिला नेता हैं, आपको अच्छी चाल नहीं लगी है?
I will request you, Rajdeep. I have just started.
Yeah, please go.
Let me complete at least. I mean, I have just 10 seconds gone and you have interjected. Please don't do that. As a woman, definitely I welcome this thing. it is, you can say, it is music to my ears when some political leader like Priyanka Vadra or anybody of her stature says कि नहीं 40% जो है women को टिकट मिलने चाहिए, बिल्कुल बहुत अच्छी बात है, सुनने में भी बहुत अच्छा लगता है, पर ये वाली बात जो है ना, ये दिमाग से कही हुई है, दिल से नहीं की हुई है. If she really wanted to do something for women from her heart, this would have come much earlier and for all these states in our country, and especially if I talk about 5 political election-bound states. But no, she didn't do that. अगर वो कहते हैं, like सुप्रिया जी बोलती हैं कि नहीं वो यूपी की इंचार्ज है, इसलिए बाकी स्टेट्स के बारे में बात नहीं कर सकते. तो today she mentioned one thing. मेरा बस चलता तो मैं 50% करती, पर मेरा बस नहीं चला, मैंने 40% कहा. So there are people who are stopping her. If there are people who are stopping her to make a decision in Uttar Pradesh, so what is the guarantee कि आगे जो उन्होंने बोला है वो काम करने दिया जाएगा? Supriya ji, just allow me, please. I didn't interject you, and I said that I'm happy that she has announced this thing. I don't have any hard feelings about it. But the only thing is, even I'm in politics, I also understand a bit of politics when such announcements are being made. So
you're saying this is an eyewash.
कांग्रेस दल जो है दलदल में खुद खड़ी हुई है, खड़े रहने के लिए they don't have any solid ground and they want to make a launch pad for women candidates.
Okay, Anila Singh, you're saying it's an eyewash. Juhi Singh, your party also. Just a minute, ma'am. Juhi Singh, your party also has less than 10% seats to women. You're also a woman from Uttar Pradesh. Is this a good beginning? Is this a game changer? Or do you also believe this is only an eyewash?
Rajdeep, I think it's a relevant discourse and it's becoming more and more a reality which most parties are acknowledging. Yes, I agree. The performance or the participation of women in every party has been dismal. So it's fine that Priyanka ji has announced this, and Samajwadi Party is anyway committed to women's rights. We have gotten certain schemes which have been focused on women up till now. In 2012, there were many of us who were given tickets who were new to
still
politics
less than
like
10%.
me. So,
only Mamta Banerjee in recent times, the only politician who has consistently given more than 30% seats to women has been Mamta Banerjee.
So Rajdeep, we hope to increase the tally, and Priyanka ji has announced, let's hope she also increases, and BJP at least should allow their women to speak, not just be symbolic and say that we've appointed 9 ministers and put up posters, and then something like a rape incident happens and nobody speaks, or something like Lakhimpur Kheri happens and none of the ministers speak, or the WCD minister is permanently quiet in UP. So yes, let's not give symbolic representation and give representation to, it will be easy for people like Anila ji or Supriya or myself to navigate the political roadmap, but from sections which actually need to go to Vidhan Sabha, from areas where women need to represent and really speak up in the Vidhan Sabha and the Lok Sabha, let's hope they get the tickets.
Are you supporting it or not? Are you supporting what Priyanka Gandhi Vadra has done or not? Yes or no?
We've always said that and we've always supported it, and I think in 2012 we were one party who gave about 20% tickets to women, and 2017 we were the only party who passed a resolution and said that even if you bring the women's reservation bill which we were opposing on certain issues, we'll discuss them. Just allow the party to give the number of tickets to women.
The one thing that political parties have consistently been hypocritical about is women's reservation. I have seen for myself how in Parliament the male MPs across, just a minute ma'am, across parties blocked 33% reservation for women. But let me bring in Sanjay Kumar ji, because Sanjay Kumar, what we are seeing in recent elections, and there is some evidence, particularly in Bengal recently, in Tamil Nadu in the past when Jayalalitha was in power, that women voters are increasingly making a difference. Even Prime Minister Modi has benefited from getting schemes directed for women. Do you believe that it is about tickets being given to women or specific schemes, like let's say the Ujjwala scheme that the government launched, or Kanya Shri that Mamta Banerjee launched? That makes a difference. Women voters want schemes directed for women, not just tickets given to women.
Rajdeep, it would be very difficult to pinpoint one out of the few things which you mentioned. I think all the things work in favor of bringing more women into politics or working towards upliftment of social and political upliftment of women. Giving tickets to women is one aspect of that. Also bringing about scheme which helps in developing the lives of the women, that are also helpful. So if the party comes in power and they bring about scheme which is meant only for the women, that also helps in mobilizing the women voter. But I think if you start giving tickets to the women contestant, that's also going to play a very important role in bringing women vote towards a particular party, the party which is likely to give tickets to the women candidates.
No, so are you saying that there is a woman vote bank? Because the Congress, let's be clear, Sanjay Kumar, and you've been saying this, is at the moment a distant fourth in Uttar Pradesh. Most opinion polls, the few that have come out, have shown the Congress struggling to go beyond single digits. Are you saying that there is a potential woman vote bank, that with Priyanka Gandhi Vadra as the face or the mascot, 40% seats given to women, the Congress can attract a woman vote bank?
There is a potential women vote bank which is emerging in this country for the last couple of years, or a little more than that. For the last 5 years, we see women now mobilizing in favor of one party or the other. But I am not saying that by promising 40% tickets to women candidates in UP, women voters are going to swing in favor of Congress. That's not going to happen. And that is why I have kept my stand. A party needs to be seen as a party which is likely to win election, at least giving contest to the ruling party. Congress is nowhere close to that situation. And if a party is nowhere close to giving contest to the ruling party, I don't think that party would be able to attract sections of voters, whether it is women or whether we talk about different voters of different caste community. No Indian voter want to waste the vote unless until the party gives a promise or shows a promise that this is the party which is contesting election seriously, posing a challenge to the ruling party. Then only you will be able to mobilize the women vote. So the Congress is making an effort, but I don't think that Congress is going to be successful in mobilizing the women voting.
You know, that is the critical question that Sanjay Kumar has put. Women will vote for a party that they believe can win. It's not enough to just give a woman candidate a ticket. They want to know if the woman can win. And therefore, Supriya Shinde, listen to what Priyanka Gandhi Vadra said when she was asked the question. It's all very well to give 40% tickets to women, but will you contest yourself? Will you be the chief ministerial candidate? Listen to what Priyanka Gandhi Vadra said, and then I'll get you to respond, Supriya.
कांग्रेस क्या मुख्यमंत्री का फेस देकर चुनाव लड़ेगी या विदाउट सीएम कैंडिडेट?
मैंने उस सवाल का भी अभी जवाब दिया. इस पे अभी निर्णय नहीं हुआ है. जब होगा आपको पता चल जाएगा.
So Priyanka Gandhi Vadra is not clear whether she will contest, project herself as a chief ministerial candidate, but she will give 40% tickets. Is she therefore not willing to really bite the bullet? Why should women vote for your party when it appears your party's own leader is unwilling to contest?
That's as farthest from the truth as possible. She was asked a question in a press conference, and I don't think she's going to talk about strategic decisions or what she's going to do in the future. Before journalists, these are things that will be discussed with the party. These are strategic decisions, and they will be announced in due course.
No, so you're not ruling it out.
Said,
are you telling me, Supriya Shinde, you're not ruling out Priyanka Gandhi Vadra contesting the election and being your chief ministerial candidate?
You've been a political journalist for far too long to make me rule out anything in Indian politics, and you know that better than me. But I want to take this to a more relevant point that both Sanjay ji and you were discussing, and I want to put forth something here. You look at the Panchayati Raj, there are 30 lakh elected representatives from the Gram, the block and the Zilla level. 30% of them are women, 10 lakh women there. Why is it so that when it comes to the next level, which is the assembly seats, there are 4,120 MLAs and only 334 women MLAs? 1/3 representation Panchayati Raj par hai, और वो 1/10 से भी कम क्यों हो जाता है? That's a question we need to ponder over, and we can only change this reality when we take the plunge and we decisively say we will field women candidates. And I say again, they will lose, some of them will win, but we will find new leaders. We will find a pipeline of new leaders, and it's especially crucial for a place like Uttar Pradesh, because I strongly believe if there were more women in UP Assembly, the Hathras, the Unnao, the Lakhimpur, the Sonbhadras would not happen. The law and order would be very different. The kind of policy making would be very different. The kind of narrative will be very different. And I say this as a woman. I think I bring a certain amount of empathy to the table. With all due respect to the men, and I love the men in my life and otherwise, they cannot bring that sort of empathy. They cannot bring the kind of point of view to policy making that a woman can. It is important to get women in politics for the sake of this country and for the sake of half the world's population.
It's interesting you're saying this at a time when, as I said, we just have one woman chief minister in this country. Just to also reiterate, women claimed almost 50 more. Just a minute.
There need to be
just
many
a minute, ma'am. Women claimed almost 54% of the village Gram Pradhan seats in Uttar Pradesh, much more than actually 33%. So there is a sign that women can come of age. But you know, you mentioned law and order, Supriya Shrinate. I know the Yogi government is saying we provide law and order. Women are safer today in Uttar Pradesh than they were under Akhilesh Yadav's UP or even Mayawati's UP. That's what the BJP claim. You are contesting that claim, claiming that women are unsafe. Am I clear about that? That you are claiming that actually women will be given protection if there were more women candidates, if there were more women representatives?
Without a doubt, absolutely there will be more protection. Absolutely women will feel safer when there are more women in policy making. Please look at the UP Assembly. The 312 MLAs who were originally elected on the BJP ticket, 83 of them face rape and murder charges. These are the kind of people we have put in assemblies. You think they can formulate rules and formulate policies for a safer environment? How can people, elected representatives, get away with the kind of scenes that we are seeing in Lakhimpur? How can a Hathras happen? How can an Unnao happen? That woman wanted to fight for justice. You think it was going to be possible in this rule? No. It would have been possible if there were more women in public life, elected representatives, more leaders around who were women.
Anila Singh, you want to respond? And it's all very well to talk of law and order being tougher, but unless you have more women, according to Supriya Shrinate, you will never have the necessary empathy when a woman is targeted.
Yeah, undoubtedly, I agree with Supriya ji, because this is a fact that women are better administrators. And you will say how? I'll say that like in our house also, in our home also, in families as well, we see so many difficult situations coming up, and the woman is, you know, the lady of the house. She knows how to balance and how to correct the problems. So if we talk about any arena, whether politics, whether we...
तो मैडम आप भी 30% दे दीजिए.
अरे छोड़िए ना, मैं तो क्या, मैं तो 50% दे दूं. राजदीप जी कैसे बात कर रहे हैं?
आप कह रहे हैं 50%, कोई पार्टी 50% पर तैयार होगी?
हमसे प्रेरणा ली आज आपने. अच्छी बात है, मुझे अच्छा लगा कि ये प्रभावित हुई है, प्रेरणा ले रही
है कि आप ना, मैं बोलना चाहती हूँ, मेरी जगह आप बोलने लग जाते हैं. इतनी मोहब्बत ना करें बीजेपी से. लेट मी डू माय जॉब हियर सिंस आई एम रिप्रेजेंटिंग भारतीय जनता पार्टी. सी Rajdeep, I come from Western Uttar Pradesh, and Western Uttar Pradesh, you know it very well. It is so heavily dominated by Khap Panchayat. You know, Khap Panchayats are very very active. यहाँ औरतें घर से नहीं निकल सकती थी, ये हालत थी. बच्चे और स्कूल नहीं जा सकती थी. ड्रॉप आउट रेट इतना ज्यादा था. But due to the efforts of our Prime Minister and Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh, आज क्या हो गया है? Like if you talk about Swachh Bharat Mission, we have got toilets in schools and homes and houses. Like all of the Uttar Pradesh is ODF now. If you talk about Apradhikaran, crime against women, almost 50% of rape cases they have gone down. Why it is so? Because you know many times in rural areas, rapes were done when women they used to go for toilet at night in the fields.
Okay, so this is the interesting argument which is made, is that it's not enough to have representation. You also need to ensure genuine schemes or indeed a law and order system that guarantees women's safety. Jui Singh, will you give 50% seats? Kitne seat denge? You said 20%. Last time I've checked, it was less than 20%. How much will the Samajwadi Party give women this time?
Rajdeep, first of all, it's very patriarchal of Anila Singh to say just because a woman cooks and manages a home. I mean, a woman can be a good administrator without knowing how to cook and manage a home and balance budget.
Ma'am, 1 minute. Let her finish.
Secondly, is Hathras in Western UP, Agra in Western UP, Greater Noida in Western UP. I think Khiri, Lakhimpur Khiri is also in Western UP. You said that women are totally uneducated there, and Khap panchayats were dominating, and suddenly we had this great Yogi Adityanath coming and setting women free. Ma'am, please understand women and understand their mindset. If you cannot give them their voice in the Vidhan Sabha, then don't make ridiculous, comments about them. That's all I can say.
So what percentage of seats do you think? What percentage of seats will you give women?
As much as we can, because we have to fight with our alliances, all 403. So we'll decide, and I'm sure the numbers will be acceptable to
Okay, let me give Professor Sanjay Kumar therefore the final word. Professor Sanjay Kumar, are you seeing in general therefore what Priyanka Gandhi Vadra may have done today in UP will increasingly happen across this country? We've seen it with Mamata Banerjee, and it made a huge difference in Bengal. People believe that it was the Mahila Muslim factor. The Mahilas and the Muslims who voted for Mamata. Do you believe Mahila vote is now here to stay?
It is here to stay. I would say it is here to grow in much bigger numbers. In a sense, women, if you look at the turnout, Rajdeep, the turnout of women voters have increased drastically if we look at the last, say, 50-60 years.
And do they vote independently of men? Sorry to intervene. Do they vote independently of men, Sanjay ji? Does the woman vote independently of what the male member wants?
Increasingly more and more women are voting independently. If we compare the percentage of women who used to vote independently, say 20 years ago, compared to the proportion of women who are voting independently now, and to quote the figures, almost 1996-99 elections, that was a time almost one quarter of women used to vote independently based on the CSDS studies. But if we look at the 2019 election, almost more than 50% women, 54 or 55% women voted independently. So there is a big change, and that is why we see long queues of women on the voting day. The turnout has surpassed, women turnout has surpassed men turnout in almost 15-16 states. This is a big change which has happened in Indian elections.
Fascinating.
And that is why I think political parties are now looking at women as a vote bank, and I'm sure women as a vote bank is going to emerge in coming years.
Rajdeep.
Very quickly, I'll give you 30 seconds, Supriya, since this is the Congress's big day out. Quickly.
दिल से दीजिए, दिमाग से दीजिए, जैसे भी दीजिए, और महिलाओं को टिकट दीजिए, क्योंकि महिलाएं देख रही हैं आपकी क्या प्रतिबद्धता है, आपका क्या निर्णय है, आपका क्या कमिटमेंट है उनको मुख्यधारा में लाने के लिए। मैं विशेषकर भारतीय जनता पार्टी से कहती हूँ, आप कहते हैं आपकी बड़ी सशक्त भूमि है, लाइए महिलाओं को और उनको बनाइए लीडर।
Yes, 5 seconds. Take your 5 seconds.
Can I make one statement?
Yes.
सुप्रिया जी, अभी आपने बहुत अच्छी बात कही, पर अपनी नेता को जाकर एक बात कहिएगा कि बिल्कुल दिल से और दिमाग से तय करें कि चुनाव लड़ें, और उनको बताइएगा कि डर के आगे ही जीत होती है। अगर वो जीत कर आएंगी तो हो सकता है बहुत सारी महिला कांग्रेस वर्कर्स के लिए वो उदाहरण स्थापित कर सके।
I think you made a strong point.
आपको क्या लगता है?
No, that's it, Supriya. That's it.
जवाब दीजिए।
That's it.
इस बात का जवाब दीजिए।
Bite the bullet. Bite the bullet. If Priyanka Gandhi Vadra has taken a first major step, will she take the second by actually contesting the UP elections? Clearly, at least the cat has been set among the pigeons in a way in Uttar Pradesh. Let's turn. Thank you all very much for joining me on the news today.